Hey everyone and welcome back. Today we are jumping onto the most requested video of PCI DSS version 4.0.1. But trust me, if your business handles credit card data, this is anything but boring. It's the difference between protecting your customer data and potentially facing a catastrophic data breach. And no, this isn't a brand new major overhaul. It's more like a gear up for high performance compliance race. Welcome to Vista Infosec, a global information security consulting, a CREST certified firm with more than 2 decades of experience. We help clients in industries like financial service, cloud-based service provider, data analytics, data center, healthcare, pharmaceutical, retail, manufacturing, and many more. We are going to break down what changed in PCI DSS, why it matters, and how you can make sure you are on the right track. Let's get to it. What's the deal with 4.0.1? So the first thing first, let's clear up the confusion. A lot of people see 4.0.1 and think it's a whole new standard. It's not. The big major changes happened when we went from version 3.2.1 to 4.0. Think of that as a complete system overhaul. The PCI Security Standard Council got a tons of feedback on 4.0 and they used 4.0.1 to clarify language, fix typo, and make things a bit easier to understand. There are no new requirements introduced here, but some of the existing ones have been refined to be clearer. Think of it as a much needed user manual update. The core rule of game haven't changed, but the rule book just got a lot cleaner. The most important clarification. So if there are no rules, what should you paying attention to? Well, the clarification themselves are the key. The biggest update are found in 3 main areas. First, payment page security. This is a big one, especially for one with e-commerce site. PCI DSS 4.0 introduced new though requirement to protect against skimming attack where malicious code is injected onto a payment page to steal card data. The 4.0.1 update clarify exactly what is responsible for what. For example, if you use a third-party payment form in a iFrame, the update clarify that you are responsible for the script on your main page, while the provider is responsible for the script within their iFrame. This is a huge help in the world where so many companies outsource their payment gateway. It makes the line of responsibility much clearer, which is a big relief for everyone involved. Second, multi-factor authentication (MFA). Another major change in 4.0 was the requirement of MFA for all access into cardholder data environment, not just for administrator. Version 4.0.1 provide a key clarification here. It notes that the MFA requirement for non-administrative access doesn't apply to user account that only use phishing-resistant authentication factor. This is a win for companies that are adopting modern secure authentication method like biometric or FIDO token, which are inherently more secure than traditional password and code. Third, third-party service provider. The relation between a business and its service provider has always been hot topic in PCI. Version 4.0.1 provides additionally guidance on this, particularly around what customer can ask their service provider for. It clarifies that service provider must support their customer request for information needed to fulfill the PCI compliance obligation. This creates more transparency and hold everyone accountable, ensuring that the entire chain of trust is secure. Future data requirement you need to know. The 4.0.1 update is about clarity and transparency. Customized approach. Version 4.0 introduced the customized approach, which let company design their own security control as long as they can prove the control meet the standard objective. This gives you more flexibility but also requires solid understanding of your environment. For instance, if the standards say you must change password every 90 days, you could use a customized approach and propose a different control like continuous risk-based authentication as long as you can prove it provides equal or better security. The direct response to the rise in web skimming attack we mentioned earlier. New password rule. The standard will require a minimum standard length of 14 character. Automatic scan. You will need to run automatic scan on your payment page to detect and alert you for any unauthorized changes or tampering. This is a direct response to the rise in web skimming attack we mentioned earlier. Targeted risk analysis. You will need to conduct targeted risk analysis for certain requirement to ensure your control are robust and effective. This moves the standard from a checklist to more thoughtful risk-based process. What you should do right now. You might be thinking, okay, so it's not a huge change. Do I still need to do anything? While 4.0.1 is a minor update, it is a greater reason to revisit your compliance plan, and you can start with the following. First, if you're working on PCI compliance, use the latest standard. The 4.0.1 documentation is the most current and contain all the crucial clarification visual discussed. It's the cleanest, most accurate version of the standard. Second, if you are a merchant using third-party payment page, take advantage of the clearer language to have a conversation with your provider. Make sure you both understand your roles and responsibility. This is your chance to close any potential gap before an audit. And finally, this is a good reminder to treat PCI DSS not as once a year audit but a continuous process. The future dated requirement in the version 4.0 are still on the horizon, so you should be planning for things like new password length requirement, the stricter control for e-commerce security. The release of 4.0.1 is a signal that the council is actively listening and refining the standard to keep up with a ever-changing threat landscape. Staying up to date and proactive is the key to protecting your business and your customer. So there you have it. PCI DSS 4.0.1 is a small update with big implication for clarity and security. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and let us know in the comment what you are doing to prepare for the new standard. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.